all geared up for the new release?
Yes, getting ready, trying to adapt to the new normal. It's a very big film for us.
True.
Lot of dreams, lot of efforts being put in. It's actually like it started from Sudha. No, Sudha had this idea 10 years back.
Correct.
So this is something which has come to a, I think, beautiful end after 10 years.
True.
So
But
we are,
initially you were skeptical, right? Working with Sudha at that point in time?
Skeptical, no. We didn't start off on any subject or any film or anything which we thought we should work on together. We knew each other from either earlier days. I have a lot of respect for whatever decision making she was doing. Being a AD there with Mani sir,
Right.
her thought process for the same scene, her choice of expressions or her choice of mood was very interesting. Of course, it cannot go totally away from what Mani sir is saying, but the small nuances, right? Which Mani sir handling 3 other actors also on the set. But I had that little extra time to talk to Sudha on small fine integrities. Like, this could have been that could have been like that. So I thought, like, as an actor, I was supposed to do that. But it's always the directors who have the edge because they also write. She's been through that writing process, so she knows a little more of the backstory of the character.
Right.
So it was interesting to talk to her how this character can behave at this situation. What all dimensions can be brought in while performing or while behaving. So that kept that interest on. But we drifted ways. Of course, she's my Rakhi sister. Yearly once we meet, but we didn't really talk about movies as such and what her plan is. She had her own thing, and she was doing other films, and Irvit Chitru was happening. In fact, I think Irvit Chitru was discussed with Karthi also.
Okay.
Because of the look or whatever the choice was, kind of like that. I think I'm not very sure. So when I saw Irvit Chitru, I think I started this conversation. I don't like this version of asking a director, let's work together and a story written for me.
Correct.
I like that happening the other way. If a story is already there in the mind, and if there are like some 10 or 15 drafts which has happened, it's like a wine. If it's there in the bottle for a long time and worked on a film for a long time, and if that suits particular actor, nothing like it.
Absolutely.
So that way is always was what I believe in. And then sitting and starting a story, having one hero's face in mind, that also works for some directors, but I like it more in an organic way. The story should come first always.
True.
And those days it was like that. The studios, they have writers first. They write a story. They spend a lot of time writing a story. Then they put a director. And then they see, okay, this actor, that actor, we will use. So that's the studio model.
True.
And you always know a lot of different stories. And the golden era was always like that.
Right. I mean, you have mentioned in a couple of interviews that you do not really want to mix friends with profession. And here, I mean, both of them amalgamating into one as Sudha. How different was it?
We had our fights. We had our arguments. But end of the day, you only have to respect them when they rise above the situation and they show you how that integrity and that enthusiasm is what takes it forward.
Correct.
It was all for the product and nothing else. Nothing for personal gains. Everything was for the product. It was not personal gains at all. Nothing selfish about it. So we enjoyed this process. I really lucked out, I would say. We didn't break relationships. In fact, it got even more stronger.
How did you really chance upon Captain Gopinath? I mean, why him?
It was not me. It was Sudha.
And both of you together.
So, so it was a wonderful, I think, journey. If you read the book, Simply Fly, it was like a James Bond film. You don't know what twist turn is going to happen next. What he's going to do next. It was not a clear water at all. It was like a lot of tides, a lot of ups and downs. And the challenges, I always think this way, at least off late, the challenges always keep life very interesting.
Correct.
He didn't settle for one thing. He didn't just life go by. If one thing was not happening, he was ready to jump on to the other one.
Right.
From a next army man, he tried agriculture, he tried irrigation, he tried a silkworm thing. He tried to have a bullet dealership. He tried being a Udupi hotel owner. He tried politics. Then helicopters, and then the aircrafts, the flights. So he has been in one high throughout his life. He didn't settle for a bank balance. He didn't settle for his own benefits. In spite of doing that, he made that village very rich, very fertile. He made those people understand what drip irrigation is. A place which was a barren land, he was able to convert it. He was able to build that Rolex up.
Right.
So he was a king, I would say. Not just a jack, but was a king of many trades.
Right.
And this, of course, was a miracle. His aviation, the way he changed the face of India with aviation low-cost carriers, LCC.
Yeah.
So that one individual, if you just see his starting point, just as a school teacher's son, to be an airline owner, it is every common man's dream, and he made people understand no dream is big.
Did you kind of spend any time with Captain Gopinath to understand how he thinks, he walks, or things like that, just to get into the skin of the character?
I didn't pretend or I didn't enact Gopinath sir in the film.
Okay.
It is only his ideology, only his energy we have taken. We have made our own characters, we have made our own backdrops, we have made a lot of other characters around him also. So, as I said, it's only 3 or 4 important highlights in his life we have taken, and we have made our own story. We didn't want it to be very informative. We want this cinematic experience not underused. We wanted the drama.
Right.
So we have kept the drama, and but we have said his story, his adventure.
Did it take you back in time in terms of the kind of struggles that you have yourself gone through as a?
We all go through, when you go through, you have to convince people to get into your job, your profession, from your academics, from your college, you come out and you have to prove yourself, right?
Correct.
And you also make choices. Which career is going to be good for me?
That's true.
What am I going to? What are they going to call me after my name? A professor, or a doctor, or an engineer, or a journalist, or that's again another name which you choose. Our name we can't choose, but the other profession is what we can choose. So that decision making is also very important, which not only for bank balance or just not to accumulate money, which is for most of them. It is just a money making thing.
Right.
But for certain people, it is about what changes you make.
Correct.
And for some, in the journey, it is also not only for them, it is also for the society. It is also for others. So here, Gopinath sir, we wanted to not only break the cost barriers, but also the caste barriers.
Right.
He made a farmer fly, he made a cobbler fly, he made a student fly, he made people fly for 1 rupee.
Correct.
In the aviation industry, 30 lakh people flying, and that was his idea.
Right. I mean, you yourself worked worked in a garment factory, if I'm not wrong, before stepping into the film industry, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So did those memories also kind of flood your mind while acting this, and the kind of struggles that you went through then?
We all go through. I think we have to cherish those memories. Only then you value where you are now. The first 1 rupee or first 100 rupees you earn. That makes you remember the value for money, value for time, and value for what you are. And then, of course, the next 1,000 or lakh or a crore, then it gets meaningless. The next thousands and the next lakhs, they actually get meaningless. It's about breaking that first ice,
Right.
making a mark of what you are and what you can achieve and how you can be rewarded. That first thing is always very important. That struggle is always there, making people believe who you are, believing in your dreams, convincing them, convincing them in your opinion.
Right.
Having them in part of a firm or a company or a meeting hall or if there's a board meeting, you being there, so you have to be felt important, relevant.
Correct.
So I think that phase was very, very exciting for me in my life. After establishing that uncertainty, gives the best, makes you give your best out.
That's right.
The challenges, I think, is definitely needed throughout life. I think Captain Gopinath sir kept the challenge throughout. He didn't settle for one. He really liked challenges, and all that aspect I really liked. And I was able to kind of relive 95s and 98s again. So that was a time after college. I think 98 I started acting. So between that time, I was finding myself. I was finding who I am and who am I, and what I can be a part of, and what should be the rest of life.
Right. What was the most challenging part of this entire movie? I mean, when you think back, would it be the time that you played the 18-year-old in the movie?
That as an actor, yes, but we want to get it right. The aviation industry, we didn't have a reference. We didn't have a story. As you say, that act 1, act 2, act 3, and the highlight points. And you also tell a cinematic story, and also you want to tell what really happened in this profession and in this industry. So to put all this together was more a challenging thing. Of course, it's more a director's responsibility. She was burdening all that. But to witness that as a team, as a producer and an actor, this was a big challenge for us. To show his childhood, to show his backdrop, to show the aviation industry, to show Delhi, to show all the ATGs, the DGCAs, approvals, the procedure also, but not in an informative way, but in a dramatic way.
Right. Taking you back to the time that you played the 18-year-old, did you really expect Sudha to come and tell you that you have to play that 18-year-old?
From day one, I saw these scenes and I kept those scene papers aside, because I'm not going to I have these dialogues. I'm not going to act this part. It's not me. I tried to kind of boss over and say, like, before you became a director, I am an actor and you listen to me. That's but I'm always submissive. I also respect my directors a lot. She didn't give me an option. We were shooting in Madurai, and that was supposed to happen simultaneously. It was in the same schedule.
Right.
Otherwise, the whole of 250 people should again travel back and travel again, and it will be another schedule. As a producer, she was also saying, like, you save money. We can do this at the same time and all that. And she didn't bring another actor on the set, a younger actor on the set, and tell me, okay, let me go ahead with this. She was very stubborn. And those scenes were important scenes. The 19-year-old scenes were important scenes, confrontation scenes. So she always saw me saying those lines. So me being 45, I tried my best to be that 19. Yeah.
That's really remarkable. But I mean, of the recent films, when we look at your filmography, I mean, you've done films like NGK, most of them mass entertainers, but suddenly to shift to something as serious as this, I mean, what led you to believe in this thing? Something like
you see films like Lagan, or see films like Padman. You see a lot of kind of biopics. They don't only entertain you, but also give you hope, give you belief. They teach you along with the entertainment. There are a lot of things like the Super 30. A lot of people, it again installs hope in you, belief in you that you can go ahead, you can do this. Another person has done this. When he can do, why can't I do? For me, small inspirations, they really moved me. Even while we were shooting for this film at Raigad and we were returning back, Raigad Airport, I saw 15 IAS officers.
Wow.
And I was very pleasantly surprised. They had taken permission and they made me sit in the reserved lounge, and they said, introduced themselves saying, we are IAS officers from Tamil Nadu Cadre.
Oh, how lovely.
And they say, like, we saw Kaka, we saw this film, that film, and these films were inspiration for us to choose our career and to be what we are, for the values you put in those films. We wanted to live like that, to be like that in our profession. So these were huge words for me. So as a movie industry, this is going to impact and go reach a lot of people. So it's kind of nice if you're also able to inspire people along how you entertain them.
So should I expect you playing an IAS officer in the next movie?
We have already made few IAS officers, maybe another profession.
In fact, since you began this interview with the new normal, the phrase that you used, do you think that that is going to be the way forward, especially with your movies now hitting the OTT platform, including your wife's?
Definitely not. We really want theaters to become alive. Nothing can give you that excitement of going and sneaking inside and shutting the door and standing in the darkness and watching this film along with the crowd, with the fans, with the audience. Adrenaline which they give while clapping or standing on the seats, and the way they react, or somewhere they sob. As a whole family, they have the same emotion. That I don't think can be matched with anything else. Cinematic experience, theatre experience is very different, and that's the reason. We've done this film also in a particular way. Nobody expected this to happen.
Right.
We just have to adopt, evolve, and also understand this is not going to stop. The OTT platform, the digital platform, is not going to stop at all. All over the world, you see how many have come up and how many people have branched and how many more content is going to keep coming.
Correct.
You just have to set your bars high. If these films have to come to the theatre, and there has to be a need for them to come and watch in the theatre. So the storytelling, the filmmaking, the spectacle, the eye-popping stuff, visuals, everything has to change. The storytelling will change. Like how you see, I'm not saying immediately tomorrow, but eventually it will be a kind of like a Bahubali or a Ben-Hur or those kind of films will only attract people to the theatre, is what I feel. In another, maybe 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, as a fan, I remember watching every one of your movies in the theatre, especially during Diwali releases and all that.
Yeah.
This time it's definitely going to be a big miss.
Definitely, yes. But everybody's safety is very important. Everybody's missing school, missing office, changing their lifestyle. So we have to be a part of this. And I think the movie experience also somewhere has to adapt and come home. Every time they come to us for Diwali, now we are going to them for Diwali.
Talking about your personal experience, as a family, I mean, with COVID and all that, I'm sure it has changed a lot of things for you as a parent, for your children. I mean, what is your message to every family out there fighting this COVID battle?
See, whatever precautions you take, it's just a blessing that you have surpassed it, you have come out of it, or you have not got it. It's definitely a blessing is what I see. Definitely a cutthroat competition or somewhere running blindly and prioritizing the important ones in life. I think that has changed. People think spending time at home, being a little more calmer, where you spend your money and what is actually needed. It's not what you want, but what you needed. All that clarity, I think, has come. And work life and family life can be balanced is also, I think, most of the people realize. And unnecessarily spending is also, gone through one learning. And what brings happiness, what brings positivity is what everybody is trying to understand and trying to remember. I think it's a positive change for everybody to kind of slow down and respect nature also, and how to coexist with nature. From kids, they keep saying like, well, let's not burst crackers, let's not make smoke, and all that is learning from the kids. And COVID time, they earn for it. They want to meet the other families. They value relationships now. I want a friend. I want to meet my grandmother. I know those things have come. So I think everybody's learning is very different. Right. And I think we should kind of not forget what they've gone through. This never happens again. I hope it never happens again. I really hope we stay positive. For any misery, I really think I've also gone through certain things, but everything is going to be fine at the end of the day. If it's not fine, then it's not the end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I also forgot to ask you, how was Captain Gopinath's reaction when he saw the trailer?
We haven't spoken again personally or met him personally, of course, due to this. I'm really hoping you have that thing also, right? You want to do everything right for him. So I'm hoping this film, once he's watching this film, the complete version, he is kind of happy with our take on his achievements in the cinematic way. We're just hoping he likes it and he appreciates it.
I'm sure he will. My final question to you. Tamil Nadu is also getting into election mode. How do you see, what are the key issues that you think politicians must really address? And what's your take on superstars like Rajnikant and Kamal Hassan getting into politics?
I really don't think I'm in this, I don't know what take I should be saying, or I'm in the right position to give my statements and opinions. Whatever I have said earlier is only through a personal experience with what Agram has gone through. Definitely hoping everybody is realizing and everybody is giving strong opinions and strong, being strong opponents, like what to say, being a good opponent where people raise important issues, make it get noticed and find a solution to it. And being actors coming into politics, I'm in this belief that they have achieved enough in life, and they also have seen politics in Tamil Nadu, and they also understand what happens once you get into politics. So they have I think a larger vision, a larger good which they want to achieve and want to give back to society. So it is just not coming and saying, committing and saying, and it's not, they can't go back. There's no point of go back. It's a big commitment when they say they are going to come into politics. So I'm sure they have a larger vision and they have a lot of faith in what they are doing. So I will only wish them all the best.
Do we see Surya in politics very soon?
No, no. I'm just thankful. I always keep saying this. A lot of people whom I really don't know at all, they have helped me and they have given me this status. It is only right if I take this as a responsibility and make them achieve, successful, make them successful in their life.
Right.
I was very happy when I was able to settle my family and settle them well. So likewise, I think we have. I've seen like a lot of younger generations now, and I would want them to be that way, be successful and settle their family. So in Agram, we believe one student being able to study well and being able to complete their degrees and being employed, one person will guide their family and give them what they rightly deserve. So we were able to kind of connect and touch and change 3,500 families so far the last 10, 12 years.
That's fantastic.
And hoping we can do more with everybody's support and blessings.
Absolutely. You will continue to rock as always, Surya. Thanks and wish you the best with this movie.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.